everybody. Welcome to On the Edge of Entertainment, where I get to interview all of my great friends who are fabulous entertainers in the Las Vegas area and around the world. And today I have my friend Cali Tucker here. Hey, everybody,
Hey,
here's Cali Tucker.
what's up, everybody? Hi. Thanks for having me on your show.
Oh, you're welcome. Thanks for being on it. I'm so excited to introduce you and, a little bit about your background. You were born into country music royalty, first of all, with your mother being La Costa Tucker, the recording artist, and your aunt being the legendary country music artist, Tanya Tucker.
That's right. It's pretty cool. I mean, I guess, growing up in it, you don't think much of it. It's just part of the family, the family dynamic. And, I can remember the first time I really caught the bug. And I grew up, for most, like before I started school, that's all I did was, tour on the bus and sleep on the bottom bunk. And I just remember peeking out behind the curtain when my mom and my aunt would be singing and all of the cousins and my brother and we're just really one big happy family, just kind of touring the world. And I'm sure I've been a ton of more places than I even remember, because I keep thinking now, as the age that I'm at, I'm like, I haven't really been anywhere, but I probably have.
You probably have. I
I,
know what you mean.
I definitely
So you definitely what?
caught the bug of
You
performing.
caught the bug and you were born with the bug. I mean, it's quite possible, this whole amazing singing thing is in your genes. I mean, it,
I think so. I give my mom a lot of credit for that. She's the one that really started out any of us singing, including my aunt. And so she was kind of the leader in this whole thing. She sang, I think, on the radio at 3 years old, and it just kind of went from there. And Tanya, started singing, and my mom had 5 albums out with Capitol Records and had a really wonderful career and continues to sing. But Tanya still tours and she just won 3 Grammys. I think it's 2 or 3 Grammys. So, anyways, we're very proud. I'm very proud of my family. I think it's really cool.
well, that's awesome. I remember a couple of months ago when life was normal, I actually got to meet your mom. She was in town from Nashville, and
He loves you.
she does. She was
Yeah,
so
I said,
sweet.
oh, I remember her.
I know she invited me to Nashville. I'm so excited. So I'll be doing that. And you said you probably won't, but I'm going to go visit your mom.
Come on down. I like going back to visit, just not in the cold weather. It's too cold there for me. I just can't handle it.
Oh, yeah, I don't.
Here too long. Every birthday, my birthday's in March, and it was always snowing and raining and icy and cold, and I was like, oh, I just don't want to go back. So
Yeah. Yeah, your birthday was the day, like 2 days before everything shut down.
it was
Uh,
weird, wasn't it? Like, I had my birthday party, which was on my birthday on the 8th, and then it wasn't, and that whole week was like fear week. Everybody was like, what's going to happen? What's going on? And
mhm.
then, of course, the 15th was the day that, all the casinos were like, we're done. So that was so strange. And I felt pretty lucky to have a birthday party right before everything happened, because I know people have had just drive-by birthdays, and that's really cool too. But I got to celebrate mine with all my friends, close
That's
knit.
true. And I didn't get to be there because I was flying in from New York that day and I had been on a gig all weekend. And I thought to myself, I just got off a plane. I don't know if
That's
I
true,
actually,
and that's very thoughtful of you.
yeah, but I was bummed, because I really wanted to be there for your
Oh,
birthday.
it's okay. I think the next time I have a birthday, I'm going to get all my girls and we're going to go to Aspen and go to a spa and
Or
just
Bali.
Bali. I don't care. Yeah. We can never fly out of the country again, but yeah,
I personally like Hawaii.
I'll take Hawaii any day. Oh. But it's funny. I've never been to Mexico. I haven't been to Mexico. Everybody's like, oh, you know, what is it, Cancun and all those. But I was like, I've never been. I never got a spring break.
Yeah,
So
me neither. Me neither. We have
really,
that in common.
well,
Yeah.
I've got to travel about big time right now. Mm, I'm ready to see the world.
I know. And, I really miss watching you. I wanted to tell everybody how we know each other. So I think we met just this last year through a mutual friend, Trisha Batani, who we are going to get on here.
Yes.
if we have to drag her on. But anyway, she introduced us. You actually came down to the show that I was doing at Planet Hollywood, and I got to meet you there. And you were, you're just so beautiful and talented. And then on top of it, you're actually super, super nice. And
Oh, so are you. You always feel a little intimidated meeting somebody that was, just on stage and just killed it like you did and all the other girls. And I was like, who are these amazing women? I love it. I just want to be connected with more amazing women that are in our industry that want to help and support each other. So meeting you was just like meeting a sister that I always wish I had. So
yeah, completely. And, girl power. And the girls had invited me to come see you perform. And it ended up becoming a thing that I liked to do often, and it was in my neighborhood or in my area. So I just really enjoyed it. Callie would sing, pretty much top 40. And you probably threw in a few originals and stuff
Yeah,
when you were there.
yeah, I would do a few, the ones that I felt like doing that night. But yeah, I tried to do a little bit of everything for everybody, like I've had some people ask me, why don't you just do country? And I'm like, well, not everybody loves country. I mean, there's tons of other music that people are drawn to, and I want to appeal to everybody. As far as what I do in Vegas, I don't want to pigeonhole myself. I want to be the well-rounded artist that anybody wants to hire for their casinos or their show. I want to do it all. There's too much music I love. So.
Well, and you do it all really, really well. I mean, some of the songs that I was hearing you sing were a variety of performance songs, but it would just be crazy about how great you sang them, like sometimes better than the other artists. And I don't think that a lot of singers do that because the original artist is the one who made it, a hit. But you always do so well. I'm wondering if I have some video here that I can show of you.
Yeah.
Let me see what I've got to share the screen. Well, I have, looks like I've got photos.
If for some reason you're not able to pull it up, everybody can always go check me out on YouTube and my website and my social media.
Yeah, I'm going to post Callie's videos and photos and information about where you can get her stuff. You just had an EP release?
No, it's not been released yet. I'm so excited. It's up and coming, yeah. Well, everything's done. We're just trying to figure out a marketing strategy that makes sense. During this quarantine, everything just kind of shut down, and we're just trying to figure out when the best time would be. And ideally, I wanted to go ahead and release it during quarantine because nobody else we didn't have anything else to do, so why not release the music? Yeah. But I'm really hoping that I can get that. With the people that I'm working with, we can all agree on a date, and I'm hoping for July 4th. So I think that'd be a fun date.
This is right around the corner.
I know that's my goal. Doesn't mean it's actually the date, but I want people to at least be on guard. I'm going to do a pre-sale so people can purchase the EP or a song on the EP that they want here shortly before actually the release date, and then they can have it.
So those of you watching this, make sure that you click on all the links and like all the links so that you can purchase these things and hear these things when they come out, for sure.
Yeah, just staying in tune, staying in touch with what's up. So, but I'm really excited to get, because actually Trisha Batani, who we spoke about before, she is just become one of my best girlfriends, and she was my vocal producer, and her my producer is their boyfriend, girlfriend. And so, PK is his name. PK Degadenzi, or Gahar PK Degadenzi. He's going to kill me.
I know. I saw that on the resume, and I'm like, I'm going to let her talk about that.
I'm going to not say that. Bless his heart. But
I'm sure he just goes by PK mostly. Everybody knows him by PK.
Yeah, he's a very talented producer. He did a lot of stuff. He did Chris Brown's Fine China, that single, and then did a lot of work for Toni Braxton, her reality show, Janet Jackson, a lot of amazing artists. And it's really cool. It was great to work with him. He's definitely a brother to me, for sure. So I'm excited about this release, and I'm actually already just in my mind going over the next. I think I'm going to release another single, like different. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on. So just timing, timing it out and making sure you have some momentum going behind you. So I really do look forward to getting back to Nashville and being able to record there again and write with some of the writers and kind of dip my feet back in the Nashville scene again. And, because I am a country artist. I mean, even though people might hear my stuff and say, well, that doesn't sound country, but that's kind of the point. I'm a dark country artist, if that's even a genre. If not, I've created it. I really want to do something different and really speak to the demographic that I'm looking to touch and reach. And I think it's going to make a lot of sense when people start seeing it all kind of come together. As I'm just kind of, hanging out right now. This, I wouldn't say this is necessarily, the style or image, but, I'm just a real person, and so are you. And, all of us artists are. So, it's really difficult to make sure that you have a brand that's cohesive when you're sending it out. So it's putting all those puzzle pieces together.
Yeah, and I think that we're kind of reinventing things right now, and the fact that people get to see us as ourselves and get to know us on more of a personal level is, I think it's ultimately interesting, and they can feel a little bit more in tune with you.
Yeah, I think that's really important. I don't want to be looked at as somebody that's just like this figure, this public figure or a celebrity. I hate that word. I think that's stupid. Just if it gives the wrong vibe for me. I just want people to be touched and reached by the music, and hopefully they will. So, but yeah, I'm a real person.
Let me show some of your photos.
Yes, so that is the album, the EP cover that everybody just stay on the lookout for.
Yeah.
When they are on iTunes or Spotify or SoundCloud, that is the EP. It's called The Sound of My Voice. We got 5 songs on it. And I would consider the song, it's called Kill Me. It's going to be the single.
Oh, yeah?
But yeah, I'm very excited. That was, like I said, produced by PK and co-wrote with me and PK and Trish and some writers, one in particular, Steve Diamond, out in Nashville. So he's an incredible songwriter. So we're just excited about it. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, we talked about maybe having you sing something live. Are you still interested in doing that?
Yeah, I'll do it. I got my microphone right here.
Awesome.
In microphone. Actually, I'll do the song "Kill Me" off the EP.
Oh, you will? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. Ooh, are we lucky? Okay, cool.
I was born to go against the grain, burn the boundaries and dance in the rain. Would is the inside, get away from something new every day. Trouble finds me when I do the right. My words so empty to explain. Something should be said tonight. I can wait to speak the truth. Don't satisfy the light. It's a lonely road, only I could know. Always pushing up against the waves. But I pay the price, pay the paradise. And never is the word I say. Oh, that love, I was just wanting you someday. Raise a place against my broken voice. Everybody on these great boys. I give up. It's so far. Swear I can do this anymore. It's a lonely road. Only I could know. Always pushing up against the wall. But I paid the price, paid the very nice. Never is the word I say. Oh, better. My voice is gonna give me something like singing to hear my melody. But it's gonna be, it's gonna be. It's a lonely road, only I could know. Always pushing up against the wall. But I paid a price, paid a paradise. You never know what I said. Oh, I bet no. My voice is gonna kill me. It's a lonely road, only I could know. Always pushing up against the waves. But I paid the price, paid the paradise, and never is what I say. All that I know, my voice is gonna kill me someday. Someday, someday.
Woo! Does everybody see why I like to go see Callie sing? I mean, she's just got such a presence and such a beautiful and amazing voice. I love it.
Thank you so much. So do you, doll. Oh my gosh. You're multi-talented. You can do anything. That's what kills me.
I wish I could do that.
I love this woman. So.
Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you got to sing that. You know, I have to be honest, the sound did not give it enough justice because what happens with those iPads is that they compress the sound, you know. So there were moments where it was just, we could totally hear it well, and then, you know, and then it decides to compress some things. So we'll have to try to get you to buy it, everybody.
Get more techie. Get more techie over here. I'm just a small town girl, okay?
Absolutely. I'm so glad you got to sing it live for us, though. Oh my gosh, what a treat.
I haven't really gotten to do very much of it, so I'm the more I do it, the more excited I get that it's going to get released and hopefully in the ears of everybody. So,
Callie, I think it's a hit. I think it's a hit. It's a really great song. I mean, just amazing.
Thank you.
I bet they loved working with you. And after you told me that you were working with him, I called Trisha. I said, Trisha, I want to do some stuff.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She goes, anytime.
I felt like I was going on vacation every time I get in my car and I drive out to California. Just, you know, the 4 or 5 hour drive. I was like, this is so exciting because I was going towards something, you know, that was really exciting.
Yeah.
You know, and I never worked with a producer like PK because he does so much, you know, hip hop and pop stuff. And for him to take me on as this dark country artist, you know, was really exciting.
Yeah.
I didn't know what to expect. He didn't know what to expect. We were just, you know, all just going in there, just writing a song. You know, it wasn't about like we had this grandiose idea. It was just, let's do what feels right today and just go with it. So, you know, at the end of the day, this is what happened. This is what it turned out to be. But that song we actually wrote in Nashville with Steve Diamond. So pretty cool experience. We were at Curb Records in one of their writing rooms, and we were able to set up our own studio and just get real comfortable, and we just it was a blast.
Girl, I just want to be a fly on the wall in your life. I would love I love ideas. I dated a recording studio guy. He's going to be on here soon in the next, I think he's coming on Monday. But actually that doesn't correlate to the viewing dates, but yeah, I really enjoyed having a studio available to me to just have fun in and do
stuff. It's really tough though, because I've had a lot of studios available to me and some of them are just outrageous. You know, they're kind of intimidating. Walking, you're like, whoo, this is big, and I'm in this big room, and you know, but it's all about the producer. If you have a good producer, he can work and make you sound amazing on a laptop, and you don't have to spend all this money, you know, to make to make a great album. Just not necessary, you know. People should.
That's very good advice for you know, people trying to get into the business.
It's all about the producer. How well does he know you as an artist? How well does he know his craft? Because it is so I can't even tell you. Like, I would never ever in a million years attempt to learn Pro Tools, Logic, any of those recording uh, uh, technologies. I could never do it. I'm just not like that. So you're really at the mercy of the producer and not actually the room that you're in. So make sure, do your due diligence and make sure it's the person that you really want to work with. I would have to say, I've gone through some that I just go, what was I thinking?
And
What
it's
a waste of time that was.
oh man, and it's quite an investment too, you know.
Mhm.
So yeah, you gotta. That's a
Just
good
because
point.
they have all these other credits for what they did doesn't mean they're going to just do any justice for what you want and
Hmm.
your sound. And you have to really connect. So don't let somebody just sell you on it. It has to just feel right, regardless of what they've done in the past. It could be a nobody that just gets it, you know. So
Sure,
yeah,
sure.
that's little daily pearls for everybody that's listening.
For sure. I had a friend who had kind of produced his own song and then he went to a quote famous producer and they ruined his song. I mean, he
Yeah.
was kind of daughtry sounding and then suddenly it didn't sound like that anymore. I felt bad, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, you're at the mercy of what they think it should sound like, and they kind of just tune you out, you know. So
Mm,
it can be bad, but
mm.
I mean, the old saying, "Kiss a lot of frogs," so get to your prince.
That's
So
true. So I guess there's a local place that's going to have the pleasure soon to have you perform there. Can you tell us about that?
yeah, one of the venues that I play at is called Hank's Steakhouse. It's actually inside of Green Valley Ranch Casino in Henderson. So I'm shooting for June 19th to return to that venue, and all the other ones are still up in the air because they haven't officially said when they're going to be reopening the casinos. So when that happens, I'll let everybody know. But yeah,
Yeah, I'm in the same boat. Legends in Concert, I had a contract June 28th to October 15th, and they did open the Branson Theater towards the end of the, I'm sorry, they're opening end of June. So there'll be some announcements, you know, as to what else is happening.
I just want to point out something. So, you know, everybody's, it's mandatory that all the staff, of course, wears masks and I'm
Mm,
sure gloves, you know.
that's awesome. Yeah.
But you think about it, I'm the only one that can't. I can walk in and I can wear my mask and my gloves and feel protected, but as soon as I get behind the piano, I'm going to have to take that off. So, you know, I want to make extra sure and be extra careful that I'm protected, you know, since there's no going to be plexiglass in front of the piano, and I don't want there to be. I want people to walk in and feel just as comfortable and just as if nothing ever changed. But you know, I've got to take the right precautions. So, you know,
Yeah. So you don't want to sing in a mask? Just kidding.
you know what, I would if I
Can
was
you
going to do that.
imagine?
I would do it. I don't
I
care.
just don't think it can be done. I mean, sure, if we could take one for the team, but it's not going to be an easy thing.
Yeah.
I think we'd probably hyperventilate and pass out. You
Yeah,
know?
I go to Sam's Club with my mask and everything on. I'm like, I get back to the car. I'm like, I can't
No,
breathe.
get this off of me. Yeah, it's very uncomfortable, and kudos to those people who are going to go back to work and have to wear those all day long. Um, you know,
We
for
are
the
all in
safety
this
of
together.
others. Yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
we
God
are.
bless all the first responders and the frontline workers that have been, you know, taking the heat for all this. So thank you.
Yes, and that includes people who deliver food and stock food and farming and everything. So
Yeah,
thank you all for helping us all keep going, for sure.
that's right. I don't know what I do without my Amazon.
I know. I've learned to do a lot of online shopping. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's getting bad. It's getting really bad. But yeah, I'm excited about the future here in Vegas and releasing of all the songs and seeing you perform again and all the good things that there are to come because there are good things and I think Vegas will bounce right back. I have no doubt.
Yeah, I think that we all need places like Vegas to blow off some steam and, you know, what it was always for people to come, enjoy, vacation, let loose, see brilliant entertainment, which I'm hoping to feature a lot of brilliant entertainers on here who are my friends, and I'm glad to expose them to the community and to the world. So
Well, thank you for
everybody,
doing this.
just say thank you so much to Cali Tucker for joining us today.
It's been my pleasure, Coty. Thank you for having me. I think what you're doing is really amazing. I'm just happy to know you, be your friend, and be invited to be a part of this. And you're really helping local talent branch out and be seen by the entire world. So thank you. And I'm very blessed to know you, baby.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. All right. Well, I will be talking to you soon. And everybody else out there, dream, dare, and do it.